Rising Hunter!
Dropped in pain.
You're mine!
Guard!
Try this!
Where are you going?
Explosive
This
Ray!
one's mine!
I'll be saving this one. Lunar corruption.
This
Power of
lightning
water.
orb!
Forward Ray! Try this!
Lunar arc!
Infernal
This
Torrent!
one's mine!
I'm out of ammo.
This one's all mine!
Lunar arc!
Rising Falcon!
I'm all set now. Annihilation. I'll be saving this one.
Burn in hell!
Annihilation.
That's
Mega
it!
Ray.
Here I come!
Piercing roar! Well then, let's keep moving.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Let me help. First aid!
You're mine!
for that.
Demon Fang!
Destruction!
Demon Fang!
It's a duel of the arts!
Finish it!
One's mine!
You're mine!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almeidrea fought? I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior. And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Now you see what I can do! Look sharp! Laser spear!
Here's the evil!
Lunar arc! Airborne beam! My special! Lunar arc! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
He's got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours.
Lunar arc! Going in! Water! One more! Hear my call!
Rising Warrior.
Piercing roar! Laser spear! Look sharp!
Air thrust!
Seems about right to me. Let's dispose of the trash. Going in. One more.
Double Demon Fang.
Appreciate the help.
Go! I'm also good with airborne targets.
20 left.
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Piercing roar.
Look shot Alpha.
Dexterous. Look sharp.
Eternal Devastation.
Glacial fire. Look sharp.
Take this.
This one's mine.
Swallow Blade.
Going in.
Sword Rain
Do it.
Alpha.
Time to
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat. No further!
Look sharp! Far enough!
This one's mine!
Light accelerator!
I'll smash you!
Big waterfall!
Take cover when it curls up!
Where are you going? I'll be saving this thunder! Take flame! Reload!
This one keeps charging
Do
us!
it! That's what I feel!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Prepare to be seized!
Raging Cascade!
Piercing roar!
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Look sharp! Time ready and run! Glacial! Now you see what I can do! Look
You're
sharp!
mine!
Take this!
Steel
Genesis!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Could have been worse.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Where should I cast my line? Hup. Is this what I think it is? Dagnabbit! It got away. There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend.
Time to try a different spot. Ha! There we go.
Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
We should be able to cook here. Did we really just spend that much money? I hope we manage to catch Almeidrea soon.
I hope so too.
All done.
That's your 12th serving. Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just... We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear I'll never understand you Renans.
Make sure to get some good rest. Well, off we go.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people. But that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadheim. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Niez its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Xion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. Yeah, I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balseph when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Bring him down!
I'm the true gunslinger around here. Water, hear my call. Going in. Sweet dreams.
You picked the wrong side!
Look sharp. Fire support. Going in. Anything in armor is all mine. Now, this one's mine. Alvin, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Lunar corruption. This one's mine.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
An opponent like this should be easy. I see one, eh? Armor won't save you! Like deal? Take down their defenses. Now we're engaging! Going here, support!
Not on my watch. By the power of water. Hear me. This one is mine. Burning strike. Light astral energy.
Listen!
Punching left. Reload. Hands to the wind. Look sharp. This one's mine. Going.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine.
No choice.
Shattering going in. Here's evil.
Attack time!
Tempted whirl! More where that came from.
You're mine! Sword Blade Alpha!
Here goes.
Raining Slash!
Bullseye.
Get
Arc
on.
Field.
Do it.
Raging Cascade. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Here,
Take this.
Flame of Doom.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah.
Here's
And the
evil.
puzzle is
Be still!
Freeze Blaster.
Focus!
Ice Prison.
water. Hear my call.
Here goes.
Rise
Blood.
above!
One last one. Dance in the wind.
Hear my
Air
call.
thrust.
Be still!
Blood.
Don't get careless.
No choice!
I never miss. Armor won't save you.
In here.
One for the ranged attack.
Healing Celestial.
Make it rain.
Who wants to die next? Take that. Raging Storm.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare to Malisa. This one.
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Kikara, frozen.
Hammer.
Not in your dreams. Then,
Finish it!
Nicely done.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Hurricane Crossblade. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Here. Freeze Lancer. Do it. Kikara, frozen.
Hammer.
Looks like we got them all.
No choice!
Raging Cascade.
Look sharp. Grind it away.
You pay for what you did.
Now you'll learn!
Here's another.
Damn it, Sonic!
Blood. Here goes.
You're
Make it
mine!
rain.
Neon, Astral Energy, full throttle!
Here I go.
Go!
On guard.
Go get him! Here goes! Here
On
goes!
guard.
One last one!
Here I go.
Ice Prison!
Piercing wall. Hurricane strike.
Could have been worse.
That's far enough.
Rising light!
I'll take my revenge on you!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flares of Malisa!
Here's a hero! Raging Storm! Tempest Whirl!
This one's mine!
Finish it!
Here's another!
Going in! Pieces!
One last one! Here goes! Go get him!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Fire's assassin! Courses in annihilation! Here! Where that came from? Fire's assassin! You'll have no mercy! Feel!
Finish it!
Sharpen all!
Going in!
Take that!
One shot! One more!
Take that!
Ignite!
Denied! Honor won't save you!
Here goes! One last raging cascade!
Severing wind!
Steel! Radiant Spear! Freeze Lancer! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Water, hear my call! Here goes! Here, one last one! Burning! Water, hear my call! Celestial Burn!
You're mine! I'll teach you
Here goes!
You're
Go
mine!
get it! Radiant Blade! And a death!
This one's mine!
Go get him!
Make a fool of me!
Make it rain!
Keep arrow frozen!
Hammer! Don't get careless.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Gotta break through!
Healing art! Fall into thine own death!
Look sharp!
In here!
How about this?
Tiger Blade! Ready to go!
Concentrate all into thine own death! Concentration!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Sharpen all! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Raging
Astral
Cascade!
Arts?
That's my cue! Lunar Corruption!
Shut him down!
Gemini Aqua!
This one's mine!
Hear me! Here goes! One last one!
Anything in armor, go on!
Finish
Pierce
it!
in the wind! Pierce! Air thrust! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Little help! Sleep now!
I won't show you any mercy!
Concentrate all!
You made me angry. That was a bad...
Look sharp!
take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malisa!
Radiant light! Fall into thy will! Sleep now.
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning!
In a bind?
Concentrate my hold!
Hurricane strike!
Dance in the wind! I'm here! Turn over here! Tempest flow!
Take this! Look sharp!
Reach here!
You picked the wrong
In here! This armor won't save you!
Stop
Raise us higher!
Demon Fang!
Tiger
This
Blade!
one's mine!
We're taking too many hits!
I'll heal you all!
Healing circle!
Thank you.
Here's Hurricane strike!
Close one! Gotcha! Annihilation!
Dragon
Hit!
No further!
Tempest flow! Reload! Ice prison!
Listen to it! Do it!
Hit! Back into my mode!
Here, let me help!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Raging Lightning!
Take this! I'll smash you!
Lunar Blast!
I'll end this with my own hands!
Demon Fang!
I owe you one for that. Super Swallow Dance!
Sonic
Damn it!
Dragon Shell! Sword Rain Alpha!
Just getting started!
Raining Slash! Turtle Demon!
Crescent Moon! Ready to go! Tiger Blade!
Sonic Roar!
Sled!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's Evil! Too slow! This one's mine!
Take this!
Glacial Spear! Looks up!
Eat dirt!
One more!
Dragon Shell!
Death Blossom! Hurricane Strike!
Severing Wind!
One more!
Searing Flame!
Where are you going? Go! I'll smash you!
Lunar Paralysis!
Rising Wiper!
This one's mine!
Rising Thrust!
Do it! Kisara!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I felt better, that's for sure.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Seal!
Hurricane strike! Into the shadows! Concentrate all!
Not today!
Downfall! Crescent Moon!
Get in the way!
Now we're never.
Tiger Blade!
Finish it!
Igneous! Here! Hurricane strike! I can handle it!
Charge the malevolence!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Freeze Lancer! Charge the malevolence!
How about this?
You're mine!
Burning strike!
Sleep now!
Fire!
Here goes!
Twin Dolphin!
Bulls up! Blah, blah, blah!
Burn!
Right away! Do it! Dohaline!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Find you, Take this!
Sharpness!
I'm going in! Got you now! My shield!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! This one's mine! Purge Malevolence! Let me in here! Healing
Can't get out of this.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Take this!
The water will be blah blah blah! Tidal wave! Time to start!
Ignite!
Hear my call!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Blade Alpha!
Armor won't save you.
Raging Storm!
Grounded Pound!
Take this!
This world! Radiant Pierce! I'm gone!
Shock
I'm out of
Wave!
ammo! I'm on stuff! Purge Malevolence! Magic Advance! Going in! Sleep now! More from the stockpile!
What did you do?
Time to shine!
Ignite! I'll teach you respect!
Where are you going? Look sharp! Do it! Here goes! Shizara frozen!
Hammer!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoot?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidrea sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidrea's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Can't get out of this! Not in your dreams!
So much for talking it out.
Armor won't save you! Freeze one more! Dance in the wind! Air! Shield and I'm out of ammo! Piercing roar! Double beam!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
A comfortable. And thus our strength yet grows.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I see what it is!
Fall into thine own death fray! Concentration! You think that shield will save you?
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest! Wind!
Charge malevolence! Obtain waterfall! Freeze lancer! This one's mine!
I can carve through armor! My shield?
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
This one's mine!
Here I come!
Lunar corruption!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lunar blow! Another one! Double beam!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Looks like we won.
Hi, Hoodle!
Can't get out of this!
Concentrate all! Fire's a passive course in the
Shattering the pieces!
Sharpness all!
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that! Take that!
We're not finished!
Lunar corruption! Magic attack! Do it! Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Water! Hear my call! Not in your dreams!
You won't make a fool of me!
Raging cascade!
It's time!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic attack! Air thrust! Hurricane strike! One dance in the wind! Air thrust! I can hear it all day! Freeze lancer! This one's mine! Bullseye! Raging cascade! Spread! Here!
Burn in hell!
Searing flame! Reload! Here goes! Searing flame in the wind! Air thrust! Here! Hamming flame of death! I never miss! I'm gone! It's here! Discharge! Here goes! Lunar corruption! I'm coming! Power of water! Annihilation! One more! Hurricane strike! Do it! One more! One last one!
We won.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Guardian Field! That frickin' does it!
Here goes!
Let me see what I can do! No fear can stand up to these things!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov! Take your way!
Kitara, frozen!
Hammer!
One left! Raging cascade!
I'm just getting started! Laser fire! Make it Talon Hurricane!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
I'll do my best!
Now you learn!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! That's me!
Sleep now.
Talon Hurricane!
Showdown between Blade and Fish.
Go get him!
Regenerate!
In here!
Too fast! Stand back.
Here goes!
I'll shoot it up.
Raging storm!
I'll smash you!
Damn it, baby!
Bullseye!
Can't get out of this!
Come and get it!
Here's a raging cascade!
I'm on!
Sleep now.
Tiger
Hands in the wind!
An astrobot?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Take that!
I'm on it!
Hit! This one's mine! Blah, blah, blah,
Swallow
that's it!
dance!
Freeze Lancer!
Death Blossom!
One more!
This one's mine!
Blah, blah, blah! Freeze Lancer!
I'm gone!
Seismic rupture!
It was nice while
I've used a bit too much healing.
Bring him down! I'll run you through!
Wind Astral
Take
Energy!
this!
This one's mine!
Thunderblade!
I'll punch that gun out of your hand! Armor won't save you!
Fire support! Super Swallow Dance! Primed and ready. One more. Watch it. Igneous. Hurricane Strike. Going in. Take this. Dragon Sport. Vision.
Wind Astral Energy!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
One deadly strike. Just as ordered.
What's this thing?
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Demon Lash. Hurricane Strike. This one's mine. Elusive deity.
Skill reflexes will not serve you well.
Feel the strike. Did you see this coming?
Scream, bathed in blood.
Eagle
Sending you a bloody howling.
Go again. Talon Tiger Blade. Lion Cowl.
No further.
Time to shine. First strike.
Steel Force!
Going in.
To the wind! Air
Watch
Thrust!
this. Hurricane Strike. Going in.
Hurricane! Thunder Blade!
Eat this. You're done. Here goes. Super Swallow. Hurricane Strike.
Big Waterfall!
Eagle Assault.
Leaving you
In the
a
court.
bloody
Eagle Dive.
Air Thrust!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
No backing down.
Got you now!
Fall into my own death!
Elusive deity.
And here! I'll be saving this one!
How about this? In a bind.
Close one!
Look shot.
Fire compassion! Poison this blade! In here!
One more. Big blast. Where are you going? Armor won't save you.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Raging cascade!
Their arcs were
Keep on, Frozen!
Hammer. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malachor.
Easter!
Talon Storm. Going in.
Here's an... Hold the hard to level it! Blah, 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 that's it! Sleep now! More for the stockpile!
Air pressure.
Tidal wave!
No further!
This one's mine!
On your knees!
From beyond, imbue its vanquished soul with light.
Blaze on high!
Burn! Resuscitation!
This one's mine!
I still got some fight left in me.
Come back, will ya?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it! You're done! I'll grind you into dust! The Tempest engulfs you! Talon Hurricane! I'll face you!
Raging Cascade!
Pieces!
Now, more for the stuff! Hi.
Armor won't! Now I'm in the groove! Glimmer Dragon! Look sharp! Bathed in blood! Rending you a bloody... Watch it!
Raging Cascade! Dance in the wind!
This
Now.
one's mine! You won't make a fool of me!
I'll be safe!
It's time! All good things come to an end!
Healing circle!
Raging Law!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Blah 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 magic!
Dragon shell!
Sleep now!
Here's a healing arm!
Look down! Your arm!
Swallow!
Here, let me help!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Let the marksman handle this! Here I go! Got you! On guard! One more! Lightning orb!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
This one's all mine!
Eagle Drive!
Burn in hell!
Flare tornado! And again! Lightning orb! Radiant here! This one's mine!
Rinwell, it's nothing. I'm alright.
Sighted! Hang stick!
I'll bring you back from death. I'll bring you back from death to big.
Tiger blade!
Resuscitation!
Where are you going?
Take
All
that
right,
won't
left in
save
me.
you!
Tiger blade!
Hear me! Flameless Unit!
Go!
Going in. Light
Eat that! I love myself in the heat of such a
Sleep
failure.
now.
Burn in hell!
I'll be saving.
That's better.
There! Raging Storm! Sword Steel!
Radiant here!
Come on down!
Begin!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
Healing
for.
circle!
Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Hey, that
Rotating wild
Round and pound!
I'll end this with my own hands!
Here!
Make it rain!
Alvin, Astral Energy!
Say no more.
It was a close thing.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here. What's this thing?
Discourteous, aren't you?
I'm on it! I'm on it! You're taking flame!
Too late to
Get the marksman handles it!
Now you learn!
This one is mine!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
What's this? Dragon down!
Dance in the
Make
wind!
it rain! Eagle assault!
Kitara frozen!
Hammer! I'm on dance in the wind! I'm on a roll now! On your knees! I'll end you!
Raging cascade!
Super swallow dance!
Sleep now!
Talon hurricane! Go anything in armor is all mine to
Ray Kitara frozen!
Hammer!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
It's on! Bring him down! Now you see what I can do! Take this! Eat this! Dance on the wind!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
You've got spirit!
I'm on this one's mine! Hey! Eagle assault!
We're not finished!
Frickin' does it! Dragon shout! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Balancer!
Sion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Seriously? Is this a joke?
It's go time! This one's mine! Tempest, death!
Wait! Shoot them out of the sky!
Swallow down! Take this! I can carve
Exploit
through
the
walls.
enemy's weakness.
Denied! I'll end you! A god!
Ready!
Now it's my turn! Everlasting meteor! Whirlwind snap!
Fire's a passion! This flame! Sleep now!
Now or never! Griffin, I'm just getting to this!
Sharpness!
No
all!
further! I really
Ride and rent! This one's mine!
Sleep now!
Here!
Another fit! Going in!
What's this? Catapult! Talon! Hurricane!
My astral energy!
I'm on it!
Raging
I'll run you through!
cascade!
Watch it! Hurricane! I'll blind you with a going in! Strike! One ready and ready!
My astral energy!
Piercing roar! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on time to feel some hurt! I'm on!
Lightning off! Raging
Not
cascade!
today! Hurricane strike! Eat this!
In here!
Lightning meteor!
Pile!
Too slow! Ready to go! That frickin' does it! Talon hurricane! of this!
Dance in the wind!
Eat this!
Sleep now.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Burn up!
Bathed in blood, rending you apart!
Too much to
Bloody
handle.
howling!
Dance in the wind! Eagle Ruffle!
What's this?
My astral
This
energy!
one's mine!
I never miss! Wind astral
Resonate with the
energy!
earth!
Shield and mail! Flawless flight! Celestial runner! Ice prison!
Eat dirt!
Water! Raging! Cascade! Spread!
I can carve through armor!
I'll be safe! Hurricane flight! Come on, roll now! Do it! Shion! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
I've been doing really great lately.
Did that get... Get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almeidria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danan mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidria.
There she is! Almeidria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danan Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Niez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Purge malevolence! Fires of passion courses this flame! Sealed! Sharpness all! This one's mine!
Resonate with the earth!
On guard!
Rending you apart! Bloody howling!
Switch Eagle Star! Igneous Discharge!
Radiant light! Regeneration!
Stay away!
Regenerate!
Appreciate the help! Igneous Discharge!
All power to everlasting darkness! Negative gate! On your knees!
This one's mine!
Smash you!
Igneous Discharge!
Take this! Shine no further! This one's all mine! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Let the marksman handle this!
Tornado drive!
I never miss!
Eagle drive! Everlasting dark!
Sleep now!
You're done! Ignite!
Light astral energy! More with that
I'm on it! Elucidating you! I'm on a roll now! I'm on it!
In here! More for the stockpile! Hurricane Spike!
Take this!
Look sharp!
Can't get through! More where that came from!
Hurricane Spike! Dragon Shout! Glacial Fire! Let the marksman handle this! Look sharp! I never miss!
Celestial Hammer!
Stay away! Right! Shield and face! Eat this! Eagle Fire! Dragon Shout! Death Blossom!
Light Astral
Dragon Shout!
Malevolent!
Look sharp! Dragon Shout!
Dance in the wind!
Anything in or watch it!
More for the stockpile!
I can carve through armor!
Eat this! Hurricane Spike! Dragon Shout!
Raging Storm! More where that came from!
Resonate with the earth!
Hurricane Spike! Dragon Shout!
Such a failure. Forgive me. This is my fault.
On guard! Regenerate! Let them...
Imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitate can't get out of this!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Hurricane Spike!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished
never
soul with
miss.
life!
Hurricane Spike! Going in! One more!
Still got some time left.
Aw, two diamonds!
Lightning Orb!
Here!
Here we go again! Shouldn't have messed with me!
Talon Hurricane!
Demon Dash! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
On guard!
Lightning Condensed!
Not when I fight! Here we go again!
Look sharp!
Tempest
Power!
Seismic rupture! Prepare to be seared!
Eagle try and run!
In a vine!
Piercing roar!
I can carve through armor! Negative gate! Resonate with the earth! You picked the wrong fight!
Stay away! Wretched fools! This one's mine!
Magic is there! Sleep now!
What
I'll be
foolishness!
saving this one! That's enough! Not in your dream! Lightning! Downfall!
I'm on it!
Here goes!
You're
Glacial
done!
Spear! Rising
Evil
Arrow!
Assault!
Thunderblade!
I've let you all down.
Healing circle!
Thank you. Malevolent! Searing Arcane Revival!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lancer! Lunar Corruption!
Time to shine!
Lunar Blast!
This one's mine!
Take this!
Far enough!
Light Astral
Can't get out of this!
Raging Cascade! Thunder Ray! Raging Cascade! Searing Flame! Reload! Dance in the wind!
I'm on it!
Let them mark the
Gravitas Field!
Now you see what I can do!
For me!
Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Light Astral Magic is now! Freeze Lancer!
Try harder!
I owe you one
that.
I'm all stuffed up.
Appreciate the help.
Here goes!
Here I come!
I never miss!
Try harder! My
Do it!
Prima!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Take that! Waterfall!
Now or never. Dragon Form!
Dance of the wind!
They're attacking separately.
Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
Sleep now.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away! Anything in armor is all mine!
You'll pay for
I'll smash you!
Raging storm! A new lease on life.
Dragon Swarm!
I let my guard down.
Water, hear my call!
You will, Glacial Fear.
Can't get out of this!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll bring you back from death to this.
On guard.
No escape!
Resuscitation!
True power.
Going in.
It's bad.
Wits about you, people. How about this? Far enough.
Dragon Swarm!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamities. Chaotic disaster.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Where are you going?
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
Like astral energy!
Not in your dreams!
The earth throbs in pain.
Try harder!
In a bind?
Celestial burning through!
Stay away from my friend! Take this!
Look sharp.
Shockwave Flash!
One more.
Hurricane come
Ready to go!
Will this help?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you see what I can do!
You could use a hand.
I owe you one.
I still got the
It's
fight
time.
within me.
I'll heal you all!
Just try and run.
Healing circle!
Nothing gets by me.
This one's mine!
Hurricane
Right.
Take this!
Raging
Look sharp.
You can't move!
bullseye! Hurricane come! I'll heal you all!
What's that? That's it.
I can't move.
Raging storm! Resuscitation!
Hurricane far enough.
Anything in armor is all mine!
You're mine!
Will this help?
Devastation!
I'll Take this!
Her Master Core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
You're low! Radiant here! I'm out!
Rinwell!
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down. I'll end you. Astral energy, full throttle. You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What? come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dahna. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shionne. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Niori. Shion. I... Damn it. Here I come! Take this! Shockwave Slash! Severing Wind! Hurricane Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! You're finished! Severing Wind! You picked the wrong fight! Try harder! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Lunar Rondo! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Mirage! Pierce! Crush! Take this! You're mine! Wind! Mirage! Shockwave Flash! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! I'm not done! Severing Wind! Lightning Thrust! Lunar Rondo! Hurricane Thrust! Mirage! Pierce! Crush! It's on! Shockwave Slap! Eat dirt! Severing Wind! Mirage! Shockwave Flash! Severing Wind! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! It's over! Shockwave Flash! Take this! Be still! Eternal Devastation! Megasonic Thrust! Wind! Take this! You're finished! Shockwave Flash! Wind! Take this! Lunar Rondo! You're mine! Take this! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Shockwave Flash! Severing Wind! Here I come! Wind! Mirage! Try harder! Wind! Hurricane Thrust! Mirage! Shockwave Flash! Piston! Eat dirt!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Go no further!
Here I come!
Confiscated!
Catapult!
Illuminate
You're
the
mine!
sun!
Here I come! Dragon
Is it
Swarm!
high? Just bash it out
You're
again!
finished!
Here, too much to handle!
Shockwave Flash!
Illuminate the dark!
Heal! I owe you one!
Holy Glimmer! Holy
Mirage!
An astral arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Wind astral energy! Lightning condensed!
Strike!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark!
Here I come! You're finished! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! Everlasting Shot! Take this!
Raging Cascade!
To everlasting...
We can't get
out of this!
More for the stockpile!
No
Here
Shockwave Flash!
goes! Holy Land! Too much to handle?
Take this! You're finished!
Purge Malevolence! Arcade
Mirage!
Waterfall! Sleep now! More for the stockpile!
Wind!
Wind? More where that came from!
Here I come!
Bullseye! Illuminate the dark!
Lunar Rondo!
Holy Land!
Elusive Deity! It's over! Take this! This one's all mine! Eagle Ray! Severing Wind! Devastation!
Force of regeneration!
Holy
Eat
Land!
dirt!
Regenerate!
Great! Next!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Demon Lash!
Like astral energy! Purge Malevolence! Arcade Waterfall!
What in the world?
Totally!
I'm alright. I'm still standing.
I've felt better, that's for sure. Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imerys.
Imerys? As in Shion Imerys?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After I After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think? What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. Participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.